Hello everyone, this is Farming Simulator and I am the Rad Man. And you'll notice there's not really any intro. Um, that's because what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing this little let's play as kind of a filler while I find out the results from the Feed the Beast series. But I'm gonna take it as seriously as I would playing this game on my own. Just know that don't be too surprised if this kind of takes dominance for a while because like I said at the time I haven't even posted the Feed the Beast episode when I'm recording this, so I have no idea what you guys are gonna say at this point. But yeah, as soon as I find out, I will actually try and conform to that. But for now, what we're gonna do is we are going to start out harvesting, and I'm gonna try and show you guys how to be successful in this game because it just so happens I am unusually good, in my opinion, at making money. Not like well, I shouldn't say good at making money. I'm just good at getting rich somewhat fast. And I know that there are like hundreds of tutorials that say like always use the biogas plant. And by the way, if you've never heard about this game, it is a really fun game. It's by Giant Software. I would definitely give it a look. I think for I believe I don't know if the price has changed recently, but when I bought it, it was somewhere around $30. But I have played over 600 hours of this game, so that tells you that I must like it. Because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't play it. So for this episode, things are going to be moving pretty slow just because it's the starter field, the starter combine, that sort of stuff. Now, I really kind of want to avoid time lapses in the first episode. Just that is messed up. Look at this. It's attaching up there when it looks like it should be attaching down there. I just noticed that. That's actually pretty funny. But then again, I guess they've got like a little coupler or an adapter or something, so it's fine. Um. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this episode, we're not gonna be doing too much, but to make up for the not having any time lapses or anything, to to um to kind of distract from how long it's going to take, I am going to be just telling you about some of the mods I have, and I will try in the. I don't know if I'll be able to do it for this video, but in the next videos I will try and track down at least some of the mods that I use. Now the real issue with the fact that I use mods is I don't remember exactly where I got all of them, and I literally have a mod file so full, folder so full, it takes like a full minute to scroll down because there's like differing tutorials about how to mod and all that junk. I might get into that later, but for now, I'm just going to show you what mods I do have. If you look by the little help thing, which is on the left hand side of your screen, if you look directly under that, you'll see a little thing with watt on the fourth thing. And if I get out of the combine, that goes away. Um, and you see how it has a little H? That is what is called I believe it's called the, oh, it's something stats. It's stats about like your combines and stuff. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it was one of the first mods I got because let's see, I do own the titanium add-on, by the way. So for any of those of you who are wondering, normally it cuts off here. Normally, you can't buy the Case IH axial flow, And I believe that this is just a modified version of this guy up here, because I don't know why else it would be twice. I don't think the headers are any different though. Yeah, they're exactly the same. I think it's just that one has more horsepower, 750 to 10, yeah, 758. So like minor details right there. And this one is slightly more, so yeah. But I'm guessing that that these can only go to the big X. And the advantage of it, I think, is the fact that you have this. This is capable of picking up grass windrows, as it says. So yeah, that's basically what the titanium add-on adds in. Besides, I don't think it adds in any tippers. Nope. It adds in two things. I know what they are. I just can't say their names right. And unfortunately, they are stuck in MISC. So it adds in this Titan 34UW, a Horsch, an auger wagon. What it says about the tank capacity is actually true. I've checked, and it is very hard to find a mod that is bigger than this overloader. Then we have obviously a semi truck, which is really useful because later in the game, no size of tractor will be able to pull. No, it as you get larger, you're going to encounter. Oh crap! I had time binded to a key, and I think I hit that key. Well, as you get larger and larger in this game, you're gonna find it's gonna be harder and harder to keep your combines empty and your silos filled. Now, there are two solutions to this. One of them is buy two trailers and two tractors, because if you'll notice in I'm just gonna go this way. I'm not gonna go the entire way back. If you'll notice in tippers, there is these things which you can buy for like 12,000 or 22,000 and attach onto this. But I actually have a mod that fixes that. It has them in an all-in-one package. So these are some of my modded tractors. There's Ford Forces, which adds these three tractors. And I can't remember what pack this from, but I know this one was what I was trying to do before they came out with titanium and the semi. And it's trash. Just trash. So is this one. It's really inexpensive. What can I say? It's got a good amount of horsepower though, so I may investigate it later. And I know this thing's a piece of junk because it has like it's $228,000 first off, and for what you pay for it, it's not a lot of space, and that was the only reason I wanted it. So some of these you'll never see me use, like this Ford Forces front loader. Let's see, what else will I never use? I'll never use this thing because I reserve myself when I'm buying things. I want to buy them once and not have to upgrade them because I know that I lose money whenever I have to upgrade something. And these two combines are what we're going to be using for our potato and sugar beet harvesting, because they can extend out their headers unlike these ones. And the only reason for the extendable headers, by the way, for some of you who are going to be saying like, but that's cheating, oh my gosh, why are you doing it? But that's like majorly cheating, you're making it, you're for those of you who are going to say that, I will say this: look at the size of the starter field. This starter field in this map, by the way, is huge compared to the Hagenstead starter field. But look at how big the other fields are. Can you imagine with the default potato harvester how long it would take to harvest one of these? I used a modded one, and I owned 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 in a world where I was still experimenting with the mods. I got to field 14 before I was sick of it, and it had taken me over 4 straight hours of playing to get that far. Well, maybe it was about 3, but you have to factor in about an hour to move around vehicles and stuff because what I'm going to try and avoid doing in this series that unfortunately I fall into a lot in other series is if it's a game like this, I will buy extra vehicles that I don't need. But yeah, I'm gonna try and stay away from that this time because I don't want to make this a boring video, and I can only talk about the mods I have for so long. Now, this is actually a really useful combine for the starter person because it actually can bale the bales for you. It's extremely useful on a one-person farm until you can get up to the higher tier combines. It also has, I believe, it still has the biggest. It still has the biggest capacity. It doesn't say in the description what the grain tank capacity is, but it's still got the biggest one I've ever found. Honestly, so that says something. This oh my gosh, this machine. It's what I got because I really, really, really need something for my potato harvest. No, my sugar beet harvest that's going on. And I'm just hoping that it's what I need because it took me an hour to install and I haven't even tested it yet. And so, let me see. I need to check the time on this episode. Well, that's lovely. I do everything right except one thing, guys. I get out my phone. I open the timer app. No. And by the way, guys, if I were you, I would turn off mission frequency. Can you not shut it off? Oh, yeah, you have to go bigger. Save game. You have to save that, I think. And if not, it doesn't really matter. Turn off missions because when you're starting out, all they do is slow you down every 10 minutes or so. And if that's any indicator, then I'll start the timer, and we've been going about 10 minutes by that because it was set to every 10 minutes put out a mission. So let me just set my timer. Sorry. I'm going to get this one of these days. I will actually time an episode to the point where it's not over 20 minutes, but I don't think it'll be this one. Anyway, I was saying about how I'm gonna try and make this an interesting series, guys. And oh yeah, that like top machine, this Euromoss Ropa. Oh my gosh, Ropa Euromoss bunker is like a thing that you can I don't know if it can actually actively pick up like potatoes and stuff, but I believe that you can pour sugar beets into it, and I'm hoping what I can do is if I have a lizard, one of those a modified of the biggest loaders. They're a lizard. That's all I know about them. I'm hoping that I can just dump my my potatoes and sugar beets in piles, and then use that machine to funnel them into there. But I'm not sure how well it'll work because, and by the way, I am going to test that mod eventually, and I might even show you it, but it'll be done in not this world because I believe it was 300, no, it's only 220,000. And by the way, guys, Ropa Euro Tiger, not worth it. Not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Ropa Euromoss 3 is basically, it will pick up wheat and stuff off the ground. That's the entire point of them. These are my modified things that I bought for my potato harvest, and these are the capacity of the, these are the things, these are the carts that I found that hopefully can outweigh the default grain cart, because I have a thing about using the default because quite often what ends up happening is the default is not up to par with what I'm trying to do. And I'm gonna check the money on these. Oh yeah, these are the modded trailers I used, by the way. It's a pack. I can't remember what the pack's called. Uh, Basically, it's just varying amounts of money with, but they have the semi adapters built in. But I use a semi with this model all the time, just because it's the easiest thing to do. And of course, I have got to quit forgetting that I have a combine out in the field, or I'm going to lose so much money. And if you're wondering why I'm using a worker instead of harvesting it myself, it's because at least this episode I just want to explain some stuff. And also, it's the fact that I cannot drive straight to save my life in this game. We will not be using this, by the way. It's a 48 row planter. I tried it out to see if it would work in this series, and boy, no was the answer to that one. And if you're wondering what these cat aggro things are, there was a machine called the cat aggro something or other in the. I think this is what my friend likes, a little self-propelled loading thing. Anyway, so yeah, if you're wondering what those cat things are, don't worry about them. They're not going to be applicable for long, if at all. Now this is what I'm going to use. You see, I have tried three different versions to three different ways to deal with bales. I've used this little teeny tiny thing coupled with this thing, and they're nice, but they're really a pain in the butt to pick up the bales. So I think if I use an Arcus and auto stack and either a Freydot quarter baler or this crone with the hook, I can easily bale, because my main issue last time was that when you get a really big farm, it is really hard to keep up with baling. But I think I have enough mods now to where I can fix that. This is, I believe it'll. No, this is the one that'll pick up grain. That one in sugar beets is the one that picks up like the beets and stuff. This is just modified to pick up silage, which I use in my biogas plant. And I believe it's under tractors. Yeah, this thing. This thing is the thing that all those wagons go to. And let me check the time. We have exactly about 5 minutes left. I might just end it a little early today, actually, because like I said, I don't want to do a time lapse on the very first episode, and as you can see, this is going to take a while. So what I might do, just tell me what you think, is should I record like every minute I'm doing something, or should I skip like harvesting and stuff unless it's interesting? Like, I could record it and then edit it out or something, but I want your opinion, guys, because I want to make this as interesting for you as I can. Should I, so here's the question. Should I sit like this the entire thing? And just so you know, I am never going to drive. Oops, sorry, knocked the headphones off my head, almost. I'm not going to drive these two pieces of equipment, the plow and the planter, ever. I never have, never will, for one reason and one reason alone. It is just easier for me in the long run, because if you get into the habit of doing it, it will take you hours and hours and hours to replant one field, because of the fact that you're only being able to do one thing at a time, and then you have to like, the thing I like about using a hired worker for everything is I can just stay in this for all I care, because everything else is still happening. But while if let's see, we're harvesting wheat, so we want to plant barley. And if you're wondering, guys, I need to go fill the seed. If you're wondering how I run my farm, it's that I rotate crops every time, unless I've just had a great demand take out like a good chunk of my storage. I will usually never do the same crop twice, just because you'll probably see why when the farm gets bigger. When it's a really small farm, it really doesn't. You don't notice it that much. But when the farm gets bigger, I can assure you will see why. And I think next episode we might take a little trip into my world, into my very first world, and it's my mod testing world. Is the only way I can sum it up. All I usually do in it now, though, since I kind of accidentally might have reset every single vehicle, is I use it to test mods, and I might try and reorganize it to the point where it looked like it used to, but honestly, there's so much machinery that got put out of place when I accidentally reset it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But, I'll show it to you guys next episode, probably. And, please, comment. I don't think that I will make the next episode till this episode has had, at least one comment. If one person will put their feedback, I will make the next episode. And even if not, I will keep making episodes. I will just take whichever direction I feel like would be more beneficial. Like, honestly, I am against being every step of the way dry. Like, I am against staying putting 2 or 3 episodes into one harvest like this. Why? Simply because it is honestly a waste of my time when I could just like watch YouTube or something and let it run itself. But I still have to be there to obviously haul grain, of course. But that's my opinion. If you guys don't think that, just tell me in the comments, and I will honestly do whatever will make the viewers happy. So if you guys want to see me sitting on a combine for, well, let's see, if this is one episode, I think it'd take 3 episodes to harvest this entire field. If you guys want to see me do that, I will do it, but I think it would be honestly more interesting if I just put mod reviews in between like big landmarks. Like, here's my idea. I do a farming sim episode. I release a showcase for one of the many mods I have installed. And then that pattern just kind of repeats itself until I've either reviewed all of the mods or the Minecraft pack comes out. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, the second that pack comes out, I'm going to have it downloaded, and I'm going to be making a new Thaumcraft world to learn all the stuff I can about Thaumcraft, whatever version they use. But I can tell you this, the Thaumcraft 3 thing, I am serious about it. Okay, that's the timer done. I am serious about it. I do want to know what you guys think I should do with that series. But I will be starting a new series once they update, once the real Minecraft pack comes out. So don't be surprised when that happens, because it will. That is actually all for this episode. We are out of time. I will await your feedback. Please, even if you don't feel comfortable giving it a comment, please either subscribe. I try and make my videos interesting, and I will be starting more series than just Farming Sim and Minecraft. I will be eventually including TF2, but that takes a lot of planning with my friends, because sometimes the things that can end up in the community chat aren't really stuff I want on my channel, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, I will be at least doing TF2 eventually. Like I said, I don't know when, but it will happen. I can guarantee that, because I plan on it happening. And also, I will be doing more how-tos. I believe I uploaded a how-to before this one. And I'm probably, that's actually probably what I'm going to do after this, because I'm not going to sit here after I've just made an episode and watch the combine, because that's just too boring. And if you're wondering also why I'm just letting it leave wheat like that, it's because in the long run, it is not going to be much. Maybe after you've made 100,000 trailerfuls, you'll be missing a trailerful. That's about how much you miss every time. But if you're really that concerned about it, if you get Farming Simulator, you don't have to harvest it this way. Just keep that in mind, and I hope you have a good day. I guess this is a good ending shot. Look at that guy's face. That is the creepiest face I have ever seen. Anyway, I better go before I keep ragging on his face. Bye.